What's interesting about moving around different countries, especially coming to Japan, because of its unique culture and the way of life. So, as I talk with my brother, we can check and balance how things have changed. But one major thought that popped up is about the orientation of us going backward to like a tribalism, and it seemed kind of obvious when we have new changes taking place because of the information and AI, technology, political situation, the whole turmoil, the word that I used, is affecting many people. But what made me to realize is that people would like to go back to their root or where they are more comfortable with. When the globalization took place, we enjoyed the opportunity to explore, but that phase seemed to be gone. Too much exploration, too much of abuse, perhaps, instead of appreciation of having potential to exchange ideas to enrich our life. So the trust may be lost to a degree. So when people lose trust, they want to have more cocoon-like environment that you feel comfortable, kind of withdrawing into the traditional way, conservative way of living. So when I came back to Japan and seeing how they live, taking care of things, and I could fit in, and it's safe past experience to reconfirm that we have some root to rely on. So the opposite is like a cat all of a sudden move to a new environment and they have to figure out how to fit to the new environment. They just need to sit quietly and relate to absorb everything so that the cat can relate to. And I feel like I'm a cat, although I have traveled so many places so many times. But I realized that Japan is such a unique, interesting country, harmony-oriented, not disturbing things, caring with each other to the point of feeling a little burdened to take care of things. So there's a price for that. But at the same time, there's harmonious atmosphere that people care to maintain. That seemed to be obvious to me. So that made me to feel that when people are challenged, they want to go back to the root where they felt comfortable from the family or location or way of life. Or you can jump ahead to some remote place to rebuild your new life. The other questions are being asked to what I call a period of turmoil that we are in. And if you look back the history of how things happen, and that was the talk with my brother, how the Japanese history has shown ups and downs and how to maneuver or find a new passage to come to where we are, still trying to maintain the harmony as the basic principle. That was in the first clause of the 17 constitutions made by Prince Shotoku, maybe 1800 years ago, maybe 1500 years ago, I don't know exactly. But that kept the idea, I feel. I mean, the Japanese people have kept that idea. So when I'm here, that's one. But since I have lived in different countries, especially in the US, such a difference between Japan and the US, almost 180 degrees difference. One is more opportunistic and a little crazy. Japan is more conservative and harmony oriented. Interesting to go through the changes of the culture as I travel. So the thought is, like I said, we want to have secure space when we have turbulence going on. But ultimately, that security, if you want to call that, is connecting to the heart. Beyond the mind and the turbulence in the mind, but always connected to the state of being that can be found for everyone if we have calm and quiet mind and stay quiet. Then you can, in my view, always find that source of strength, so to speak, source of energy to find a way. So this is the beginning of my time in Japan, only for a month or so this time. Let's see how I navigate. I feel I'm getting less interested in certain interaction, just like the point that I explained, that you want to secure your own happiness, no matter what the environment is. So that could be the theme. As much as I may see that as a theme, that might be similarity that many people may want to find, such a firm foundation, the grounded level of your being, absolute state. Yet be able to find a way to navigate the life the best we can. So let's take a positive look, adventurous, internally, secured, also exploratory, so that you don't just tighten up, but be free to find the way to live the best we can. Of course, why not? Let's see.